Looking for the most advanced wireless probe to up your barbecue skills? Then this is the video for you. Now don't forget, everything you use in the video today, there are links in the description below for the best place to get those barbecue products. Make sure to check those out at the end of this video. Hi grillers, welcome back to the channel. Now if you remember about 12 months ago, I did a review of the Cheftemp X10 instant read thermometer. Now this has been a fantastic thermometer. I've gone all out with it and it's my go-to thermometer. Now what I was looking for was another wireless probe thermometer, especially with me using a Weber Rotisserie. And thanks to our sponsors, Cheftemp, they've sent us the Cheftemp Pro Temp Plus to check out and see how good it is. Also straight at the box, we've got an instruction book. We've got a USB-C charging cable, which means you're not relying on batteries. The battery life on this is around 80 hours and that charging dock probe lasts around 30 hours on one charge. You can hold up to 3 different probes, so you can cook 3 different meats at the same time and monitor them with the Cheftemp Pro Plus. And this connects to your phone via Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. So charging wise, you've got a charge port on the side, so that's your input USB-C. Takes between 4 and 5 hours to fully charge the base, and your probe takes around an hour charging on this dock. On the other side, we have got an output as well, so if you have got an iPhone or anything like that and you've got a USB-C connection on that iPhone, you can plug that in there. And then obviously your USB-C connection for your iPhone, and then plug your iPhone in. So that's pretty good as well. So phone's not going to go flat while using the app to use this system. Right, so probe just pulls out like so. There's a little sticker here telling you that there is a line on the top here. So when you insert that into your meat, make sure you go past that line so you've got no potential damage to the probe. And the one thing about this probe, it's a lot better than the other probes that are out on the market, because what Cheftemp have done with this probe, the main part of the probe here is covered in a zirconium ceramic, which is jewelry grade, and it can withstand up to 1000 degrees Celsius or 1832 degrees Fahrenheit. So there's no chance of damaging that if it touches the grill. I can't see a grill getting to that type of temperature. That's pretty good compared to a lot of probes out there on the market. Okay, we have got a line here, so when you insert your probe into your meat, make sure you push it just past that line so there's no chance of damaging the probe itself. This is washable in water. You can submerge it in water and wash it, so there's no chance of damage in that respect. Right, in the box we've got these little tags. They're listed 1 to 3, so we've got 3 of these, and those just clip on there. Now what that means is you can attach up to 3 probes. You can also charge up to 3 probes, because as we open the back, surprisingly, you can fit probes in the back and charge them in there. There is a link down below of where to get 2 secondary probes for this. Now there are 2 versions of the probes that you can buy. You can get a smaller version that's a little bit of a thinner probe, and I'll put a link down to those. But as you can see, you can have 2 probes stored in the back and 1 stored in the front. Now the probe itself can be submerged in water. It is waterproof and it is dishwasher safe. The Cheftemp main unit is resistant to rainfall, so you've got an IP55 rating of that. So if it's out in a bit of a rainstorm, it isn't submergible in water, but it is water resistant. And a great feature of the Cheftemp Pro is it's magnetic on the back, so you can store it on your fridge or store it on your barbecue cabinetry. Right, so to turn it on, just hold the on button. You'll get 2 beeps and that display will turn on. Now the bonus with this is you've got the display on the actual Cheftemp Pro system, and if you download the app, there is a link to the app in the instruction booklet, but you can also search it on your iPhone or Android for the Cheftemp Pro app. Well, so once you've downloaded the app, it's pretty easy to set up. You will have to pair it with your Cheftemp device. All that's in the instruction book as well. It's pretty simple to do, and when you're connecting it, obviously remove the probe, hold the 2 buttons, and it will come up and work you through the process, and it is pretty simple. Once you've downloaded that and actually paired it with the device, you just press your Cheftemp app, that will open. We're going to set up a cook. It's coming up as 90 degrees Celsius because that's what I've got mine set at. As you can see on here, it's connected straight away via the Wi-Fi. It has got Bluetooth there if the Wi-Fi does go down, so you've got that alternate connection, which is fantastic. We've also got target temperature and ambient temperature, so it will give you the ambient temperature of your barbecue and it will give you the target temperature of your cook up that you're doing. So press internal temperature. We're going to start a cook up. So press start cook up, and then you'll pick anything you want really. Press beef for now. You'll pick what type of beef you're doing, whether you're doing a beef roast or other. So we'll say a roast, beef roast, and then we'll say we're doing some tenderloin. Now the target temperature for that is 57 degrees. You can change that. If you press change doneness, you can change it from rare to medium to medium well, or to well done, which is pretty cool. So if you press well done, that will change to 73, easy done. Then start cook, and it will start reading the temperature. And what it does is it builds a graph here. See the graph starting now, and I'll go on some previous cooks and you'll see what my graph did on those previous cooks. Press the top one and you can go view cook graph, end cook, so end the cook. Yes. So in your settings, you can change the sound and the tones when your cook's ready. If it's overcooked, you can, when you're resting it, you can change the tones for that, so you know how long to rest. It normally rests for around 2.5 minutes. Got different sounds for each one, which is really cool. You've got a temperature scale, which you can change from Celsius to Fahrenheit. At the moment, mine is set on Celsius. So go back from there, and we'll go to some previous cooks that I've done. So to go to previous cooks, you can go back. You're going to press this little timer here, and that will give you the previous cook. So if we go into the shoulder I did on the 12th of March, you can see that took 43 minutes. The graph starts off, so it starts off cooking, but it will give you a time on when it's going to finish, and it will go up and up and up, and then it will give you a countdown as well, so you know when it's going to roughly finish that cook, which is really cool. And I have found this really helpful with those rotisserie cooks on the Weber Q. So going back, you can see it stores every single cook you've done, and this is all via Wi-Fi or via Bluetooth. It stores on the device, and you do have to register your email address with Cheftemp, but I think it's a really cool idea, and it gives you an indication of roughly what cooks you've done in the past and how long they've taken. Don't forget everything I've shown in the video today. There will be links in the description below for the best place to get those barbecue products. Make sure you check those out at the end of this video. Right, as you can see, I've had this around 3 months, and in my opinion, it has been an absolute game changer. If you've got a rotisserie system and you need a wireless probe, the Cheftemp Pro Plus is probably the best one on the market. I've had no issues with it disconnecting, whether that be Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. Works really well. What you've got to make sure as well is if you're doing a roast and you bring it out and you set it to rest, just if you're wrapping in tinfoil, just make sure that this part of the probe is viewable and it won't disconnect. If you cover that in tinfoil, it's going to disconnect. With your Cheftemp Pro Plus as well, make sure you keep this next to your barbecue. It does work a lot better next to the barbecue. You haven't got to worry about rain. If it does start to rain a little bit, it is water resistant, magnetic, so you can keep it on your fridge. You can keep that constantly charging in there as well. The charging time on this is really good. The amount of time the charge lasts in the probe, the unit is fantastic. It's probably the best wireless probe I've ever had, and I even put it up against any of the Weber ones for quality and performance. Brought my rotisserie cook to the next level. I'm not struggling with probes disconnecting and going back outside. It works fantastic with that phone. Got a connection on the side as well. Phone is a little bit low, you can charge it with it. Just sells itself. So there will be a link down below in the description if you want to check out the new Cheftemp Pro Plus. Definitely, if you're using a rotisserie, it's well worth the investment. There also will be a link down there to the Cheftemp X10, which is an instant probe, and that works really well, and that is my go-to probe over any Weber product that I was using before. Now, for those of you looking to cook the perfect pork crackle on the new Weber rotisserie, check out this video next. And for those of you looking to cook the perfect duck on that Weber rotisserie, check out this video next. So thanks for watching, happy grilling, and I'll catch you in the next one.